Thank you for watching the Vape-out podcast. Today I'm going to be bringing you a review on the Tugboat V3 by Flawless. I'm going to go over my personal pros and cons, my opinions, and then after I go over the device's actual qualities. So first off, out of everything, it's a three-piece design. It's got the drip tip, the top cap, and then the centerpiece right here. And it has a I want to say, I don't know, it has a top airflow and it has a side airflow on it. They're both adjustable. And from my personal standpoint, I don't like the top airflow design on many devices. So on that point, I don't use it. I usually close it off. But it's also a two-post design instead of the three-post design, which is something new they've never done. I'm a big fan of the three-post design. At the same time, this one's not bad. It's not super designed well, but it isn't bad at all. They put this big. I'll go into depth in the close up, but they put this big insulator at the bottom, and it kind of causes an issue with the design, which I'll actually go through. And it's a cool idea, but the way they actually did the idea was okay at best. It does have one O-ring. It has a large juice well. My only problem with the juice well is I'll overfill it sometimes, and it will leak out of the airflow on the side. Other than that, the drip tip has Delrin on the bottom of it. You can't see that. I'll show you in the close-up too. The drip tip is not serialized, which is something that Flawless has been doing for a long time with most of their devices. And I'm kind of disappointed about that, but you know what? It's okay because they still had the Flawless Tugboat symbol on the drip tip. So, I'm still happy with that. But that's about it. Let's get down into it and see what this baby looks like, all right? All right, so we got the up-close camera for you guys today. I got the device right here. This is the Tugboat V3, because words. Up close. It does have the grub screws. You can see them right there. I'm going to take those out just so you can see what they look like. Like so. Ta-da. Itty bitty little things. Which personally I would rather have the normal screws than the grub screws, because these tend to get lost or they strip. But I haven't really had a problem with these ones. So the three-piece design is the drip tip, the top cap, which you can see the top airflow right there and on the sides, and the center cap. And my biggest problem with this design, especially right here, is this whole surface area that this piece fits into. So what happens is I put this back on after I'm done juicing, and I'll vape on it a little bit, and I'll open it back up to rejuice, and there will be tons and tons of juice just sitting inside this little well right here. I really wish they would have designed some kind of drain system for this, just to make sure that it didn't sit in there and well up. But they didn't, so that's a con for me. The Tugboat logo is on there. You can't see it very well, and then they also have the American flag in the back. And then the drip tip also has, you can see the Delrin right here, and then it has the Tugboat logo right there. So going over the Atomizer, it does have an adjustable 510, and it's serialized on the bottom. And then on top of that, this is the actual design of the two-post. Okay, so what they did was this screw actually goes into that center piece right there where that square piece is. And then the square piece has a little metal piece that goes off to the side right there. And what that does is it holds this separated from everything else. And the reason I say this is a bad design is because this center piece right here becomes loose at times where the screw is. And if that becomes loose, this becomes loose, and it turns the actual post. They could have actually made this piece all one piece without the square block in the center, and had the adjustable 510 still. It's not a terrible design by any means, but they could have done it better. On top of that, you can also see that it does have the one O-ring, and then it also has the Delrin insulator on the inside, which the insulator is not the best design either. I don't know if you can see it very well, but on the negative side of the post, there's a split in the actual insulator, and that's just because it's way too thin right there. They could have made that screw maybe a little bit smaller, or again made that all one piece, or I don't know, something to make that Delrin a little more solid right there so it didn't split. I mean, other than that, this is a solid little design. It holds up nice. The flavor's nice on this device. Again, they have another O-ring right here where the dual airflow is for the top. Personally, I keep it closed again. Other than that, there's not much to say about this device. It's a decent little device. If you like the dual post design, I mean, it's for you. It's your type of device. But if you're not the type of person that likes the dual posts, or you like your three posts, or your block posts, or whatever, this isn't going to be for you, man. Overall, I would probably give this device maybe a 7 out of 10, because normally I'm a big fan of Flawless's designs on any of their atomizers, and they've kind of stuck with the same thing for a long time, and I think that's why they wanted to do something different. They really wanted to try something new, which is not necessarily a bad thing. They could have done it better. Other than that, we'll go ahead and we'll put these grub screws back in, and we'll go back to FaceTime, and I'll let you know what is up. Thank you for watching my review. I'm going to vape on this a couple times to show you what it looks like when it's vaping. And I'll vape it with the top airflow closed and open, so you can see the difference. There's not too much of a difference. It just depends on how hot the build is. So let me get you some vape going here, and we'll get out of here. There, close the top off. When you do close the top off too, you do get a much warmer hit than you normally do with the airflow on the top. So that's a pretty big difference. Personally, I like the warmer hits. And all right, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching my review. I hope you guys liked it. As for my opinion is my own. If you guys think you're going to like this device, go ahead and get it for yourself. If not, I hope this helped. Thanks for watching. Vapor's gonna vape.